Okay, so dito naman sa lesson natin sa week 2, we're going to discuss the characterizes the roots of a quadratic equation using the discriminant. So ano nga ba yung discriminant? Discriminant is the value of the expression b squared minus 4ac. So gagamitin natin itong formula na to. Okay? At ano ang tawag natin dito? Sa value na makukuha natin dito, yun yung tinatawag natin na discriminant. Okay? So, this value can be used to describe the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. It can be 0, positive, and perfect square, positive but not perfect square, or negative. Okay? So, paano ba natin malalaman yung characteristics ng isang roots? Okay. So, yung nature of roots of a quadratic equation, nahati yan sa 4. Okay? So, let's have this introduction. Okay, so ito yung nature of roots ng quadratic equation. Sabi niya, number 1, when b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, dapat ito ay may squared. Ito ay may squared. So, b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0. Then, the roots are real numbers and are equal. So, ibig sabihin, yung makukuha daw natin na sagot ay alin? Real numbers at equal. Okay? Number 2, when b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0 and a perfect square. Okay? So, na-discuss naman natin nung nakaraan kung ano yung mga perfect square. Then, the roots are rational numbers but are not equal. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, rational number siya, pero hindi sila equal. Okay? Malalaman natin yan mamaya sa example. Number 3, when b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, but not a perfect square. Kabaligtaran naman ng number 2. Then, the roots are, what? Irrational numbers and are not equal. So, kapag hindi perfect square yung lumabas na sagot, dun sa equation natin, at greater than 0 siya, ang roots daw niya ay irrational at hindi equal. Number 4, when b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, therefore, the equation has no real roots. Ibig sabihin yung mga negative numbers. Okay? So, let's have an example. Okay, for example, in number 1, the given is x squared minus 10x plus 25 is equal to 0. So, yung una natin gagawin, titingnan natin siya kung naka-form na siya as standard form. But in this case, naka-standard form naman siya. Nauna yung quadratic term, sinusundan ng linear term, at ng constant term. So, hindi na natin kailangan i-transform dahil nakaayon na siya sa standard form. So, what we are going to do is to find the value of the a, b, and c. So, madali na natin ma-identify ang values ng a, b, and c. For letter A, that is 1. For letter B, that is negative 10. Okay? And for letter C, that is 25. Okay ba? Next. So, i-apply na natin yung yung discriminant formula, which is b squared minus 4ac. Okay? So, gagamitin na natin yung formula na yan. So, b squared minus 4ac is equal to, what is b? Negative 10 squared. Okay? So, b squared, b, ayan yung b. Then, minus 4 times 1 times, bakit 1? Kasi ang value ng a natin ay 1. And what is value of c? 25. Okay, so 25. Next. So, afterwards, so anong sunod na gagawin na natin? Square natin yung negative 10. That would be 100. Minus, 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 25 is 100. So, simplify natin siya. 100 minus 100 is 0. So, balikan natin yung kanina na mga nature of roots. Ano daw ang sabi? When b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, then the roots are what? Real numbers and are equal. Ibig sabihin, yung makukuha mong sagot ay real numbers and equal. Okay? So, dyan pa lang, malalaman mo na kung anong klase ng sagot ang makukuha mo. Okay? Ginagamit natin yung discriminant para mabilis nating malaman kung anong klaseng sagot ba yung makukuha natin. So, since nakuha natin dito, so first example natin, that the discriminant is 0, meron siyang dalawang real numbers and equal na sagot. Let's try to find the answer nga. X squared minus 10x plus 25 is equal to 0. So, let's find the roots. Ano kayang magandang gamitin natin sa kanya? Gamit kaya tayo ng completing the square, ng factoring, ng extracting square root, o ng quadratic formula? Okay, on the given, mas magandang gamitin kung factoring ang gagamitin natin. Bakit? Kasi factorable naman yung dalawa, yung 10 and 25. Okay? So, lagay natin sa una niya, x and x. Okay? So, hanap tayo ng factor ng 25 na kapag pinag-multiply, 25. Kapag pinag-add ay negative 10 ang sagot. Okay? So, ano kaya yung factor na yon? That is negative 5. Parehas negative 5. Bakit parehas negative 5? Negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. And makukuha natin yun dito. Next, negative 5 plus negative 5 is negative 10. Okay? So, mas magandang gamitin ng factoring. So, equate natin siya to 0. So, x minus 5 is equal to 0. X minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay? Ayan. In-equate natin. So, tanggalin na natin yung parenthesis. It will be x minus 5 is equal to 0. X minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay? Next. So, after that, pwede na nating i-transpose na lang. Since mas madali para sa inyo ang pagta-transpose. Okay? So, x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 5. Okay? So, ang answer na nakuha natin ay both real numbers at equal pa sila. Tama? Equal ba yung 5 sa 5? Of course, equal yan. So, ibig sabihin, tama yung nakuha natin na discriminant, which is real numbers and equal. That is for number 1 equation. Okay, so, let's proceed with number 2 equation or example. The given is x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So, given natin x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Let's find the nature of the roots. Okay? So, ano kaya yung roots? Or ano yung nature of the roots ng given natin? So, gagamitin natin ulit standard form. Naka-standard form na ba? Yes. So, ang gagawin natin, find the value of a, b, and c. So, what is the value of a? 1. What is the value of b? 5. What is the value of c? 6. Okay? So, after that, apply natin yung formula which is b squared minus 4ac. Yan. Yung formula natin. So, that is equal to what? What is b squared? Ano ba yung value ng b natin? 5. So, this will be 5 squared minus 4 times, ano ang value ng A? 1. Ano ang value ng C? 6. Next. So, 5 squared will become 25. Minus 4 times 1 is 4 times 6, 24. Okay? So, this will become 25 minus 24 is 1. Okay? So, Ngayon, ang sabi, when b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0 and a perfect square, then the roots are what? Okay, so our nature of the roots for this is what? Since 1 yan, greater than 0 siya. And 1 is a perfect square number. Therefore, what? Ano ang nature of the roots natin? Real or rational numbers. Real or rational numbers yan, ha? And are not equal. Okay? So, therefore, real numbers pa rin naman yung magiging sagot natin dito sa equation na to. Okay? So, let's find out kung ano nga ba ang magiging sagot or roots natin. So, let's try. Ano ba ang pwede natin gamitin sa x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0? Ano kaya magandang gamitin? Gamit kaya tayo ng factoring? Gamit kaya tayo ng quadratic formula pa? Okay? So, 6 and 5. Isip tayo ng number na may factor ng 6. 6 is 6 times 1 and 3 times 2. Okay? So, pwedeng factoring na lang ang gamitin natin. Adjust na natin. So, given x squared plus 5x. So, anong gagawin? Factor out natin. So, ano ang factor ng 6 ulit? 3 and 2. Parehas naman silang positive, kaya positive na din ang kukunin natin. Equal to 0. Next, equate natin to 0. X plus 3 is equal to 0. X plus 2 is equal to 0. So, transpose natin yan. X will become negative 3 and x will become negative 2. The answers are negative 3, or the roots are negative 3 and negative 2. Therefore, real numbers pa rin naman po siya, pero hindi sila equal. Unlike dito sa nakuha natin kanina sa number 1. Ano ang nakuha nating discriminant? 0. Ang nakuha nating discriminant? 1. Para silang real numbers yung lumabas na sagot, pero they are not equal na. Okay? Kanina, equal kung 0 ang kinalabasan dun sa discriminant. Okay? Equal yung magiging sagot. Next. Dito naman, real numbers but are not equal. So, hindi naman sila talaga equal. Negative 3 and negative 2 are not equal.